The player has the option to hold his breath while they're in the water or in a volume area. The hold breath option, if you have it disabled on the player's main one, remember the override option is available as well, so you could have a kind of a per tile type saying that this one's going to be holding breath when this one's not. The hold breath for time is going to just say how long can he hold before he runs out of air. So for instance, this can be for 4 seconds. We have a hurt amount, so remember, a hurt amount can go both ways. You can actually hurt it with a negative value, or you could hurt it with a positive value. And positive basically just meaning that you're giving health to the player, so there may be like a rejuvenating spot, and you want to go jump into it and start gaining health points. The other option is the delay between, is how often is it going to take effect on the hurt, or how often it's going to apply these point values. So it's going to be 4 seconds to start, but then for instance on this one it's every 2 seconds it's going to apply it. On the other side we have the die after no breath, so if you have this enabled, the moment he runs out of breath he actually goes straight to a die state. And then there's option for show default counter. We'll have this enabled, that way we can actually see a counter going down for it. Let's go ahead and hold breath needs to be turned on too. There's 3 options on this, and it's going to be the time-based for recovery rate. There's an instant, the moment you get out of the trigger range, the box right here, then you're instantly recovered for the full 4 seconds. And then there's none, meaning that when you jump in, if it counts down to 3, 2, and you get out, when you go back in, you're still at 2, 1, 0, so it's going to be a countdown all the way down to it. If you do the time-based, it's going to be breath recovery rate at 0.1. So if you want it to go faster or slower, you can increment this up to a higher value. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a try. We'll go to the volume on the left, since that one has the overrides turned off on it. And then we can see the player's settings for it. So we'll go ahead and go on to that one. Alright, so we'll go over here and jump in. So now we have it counting down. So the counter's counting, and now it starts to hurt. So every 2 seconds it'll start hurting you. Now if I was to get out of it, now it's on a counter going up. So when I jump back in at whatever state it was at before, so if I go here, it's counting 2, 3, and gets to 4 and stops. Alright, so that gives you just kind of a basic setup for it, so you can see how to do the breath, and give you the option to say that this one's going to have breath, this one can be overridden, and say it doesn't have it. You can switch back and forth, change up to how long and all those things.